Hey there, folks. It's the E-Man here, and today we're going to be looking at Diddy Kong Racing, the N64. A little known stuff about this game is that it's, I remember playing this back in Maine in the wintertime, I think in 1998 during the ice storm. In our house we had like a generator, and we were able to run the heat, but we were also able to run a TV with an n64. And we happened to have Diddy Kong Racing. And I remember me and my sister just played the heck out of this game. Of course, back then I didn't, have all the games that I have now, so of course we had to stuff out this one. There's like an adventure mode and all kinds of stuff. Well, I guess we should probably get into it then. Here we go.
I'm Diddy!
Yeah, here we can see a few characters that, like, we see Conker there, and there's Banjo. He doesn't really look like himself. And there's Diddy. He doesn't look like himself much either. But Conker and Banjo, it's kind of weird that Banjo-Kazooie came out a year after this game. So Banjo, like, I don't even recognize him. All these other characters, I'm not really sure who they are, really. Anywho. Well, basically, there's like different worlds to go into on this kind of hub world, and they go into like races and stuff. And there are like technically almost like kind of a boss fight kind of race where you have to get in first place to actually beat the official level. And there are many vehicles in this game. I believe there's cars. There's you get to drive around in a car, an airplane, and a hovercraft. And the hovercraft is a little more, more difficult to use, but let's go here. Let's go continue on with the game here.
Dial to main. Ancient blade.
Oh yeah, first place.
This is for you.
Well, as you can see, folks, this is kind of Diddy Kong Racing. I guess you do have to come first in these races to get through this. I know a lot of you may be saying this does look like a little kiddie game, but these races are pretty tough. As you can see, it seems to borrow kind of heavily from Mario Kart, which I don't think is a bad thing in general. I think it's not too bad of a thing. Yeah, basically it's like, there's a hub world, you do a bunch of races, then there's like a kind of a boss-like character, and you have to race him, and that's a lot more challenging than the normal race. And as I said earlier, there's a lot of characters. There's like Conker and Banjo, which they are much different looking than they are cool. I mean, we know that Banjo-Kazooie, came out, but then we also know that like Conker's Bad Fur Day came out. I guess that's what Conker used to look like before they did Conker's Bad Fur Day and altered him. more of his kid-friendly look. And Banjo, like, oh my god, I don't know. So I guess Banjo maybe was created before Kazooie was. Well, we'll probably be looking at Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie at some point here, but to give you the basic feel of Diddy Kong Racing. It's one of the very interesting games for the N64. I think it's definitely a game that should be in someone's library if you like racing games. And I guess maybe if you have kids too, it would be kind of fun to kind of play this, I guess. Though I think Mario Kart's another one that I think is an important one to have, but it is definitely up there as one of those major games. I'm not sure. Yeah, this game's pretty easy to get on, probably on Amazon or something for not a whole lot of money. Of course, I don't believe this has been re-released on anything, so I guess unless you have, you know, an emulator like me, or you have an N64, you have to go in and get the game, I guess. Yeah. As with a lot of the games on here, that, you know, they really haven't been re-released on anything. I'm not sure. I don't think this was on the Wii U store or anything. Well, anyway, I think that's probably going to wrap up this episode of the E-Man Show. I hope you guys have liked this. I hope you like and subscribe to like this video, and hopefully subscribe to my channel, and I can keep putting out videos like this. I think this video went pretty well. I guess you could say this is probably my second N64 game that I have reviewed on here. I'm hoping to review some other games and whatnot, but I had with not having a capture card, I kind of have to run the emulator, you know, and use an emulator and be able to play a lot of these games. A lot of you out there may not really know about emulators, but, you know, essentially it's just a program that basically, like, you know, it makes it kind of fools the ROM into loading. Like, it thinks that it's actually on an official N64 when really it's just existing in a computer. Kind of, you could say it's kind of like, much like the games, it's kind of a digital. You could say a ROM is very much like a digital version of that cartridge. All the information from the cartridge is now existing here. Yeah, I'm using Project 64 emulator, which works pretty well. I've had some issues with the controller. Sometimes it just doesn't pick up or whatever. But as in my other videos, you know, I used the ZNES emulator to play that. It's proved out to be the best way, because I can be on here with my camera. You know, I can show my face, but then I can also change the source, and I can show the screen of the emulator, which is what you're seeing right here. I think I've gotten the sound down to where I can figure out that my voice can be loud enough to be heard over the game. Say hi to that. I got a bad cat here, but see, kitty. Say hi, kitty. Ah! Ouch! Ow! Sorry, that cat is a little rough with me. Whew. Darn little cat. Yeah, it's probably bugging me because I'm not paying attention to him. Well, I guess now is probably the best time. I know I'm kind of like, you know, dragging on, and maybe I'm kind of like, I guess I have to learn more better video editing tricks so I don't like constantly repeat myself and can't really end this very well. But I will. Well, I will definitely be wrapping this up then. Okay. This has been the E-Man Show. This is the E-Man signing off.